Live. We're live. Welcome back to Player's Choice, peeps. What's good? Dub's still sleeping. Mars is still sleeping. Bobby's already ready to go to work. Ron's chilling.
If you stay ready, you don't got to get ready.
Jay, I just want to kick it off with a thank you, and I see that you have it right there, waiting to be announced. So, might as well put it out there on the screen.
We're gonna talk about it. I wanted to get to this first, actually. Eric Edmonds said, "Ayo, new subscriber, just saying, dudes in the chat really be thinking they know ball. SMH."
Yo,
Sending
I was
shots.
so mad. I was so mad on Open Gym, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Mars. So underwhelming. Underwhelming.
I was extremely disappointed, but
We were all disappointed.
What can you do?
I mean, what did you guys expect?
Someone to debate.
See, this is the thing, right? It's just social media people in general. It's so annoying. I'm a big believer in. I don't post nothing that I wouldn't like say or talk about, or post anything in an energetic type of manner that I wouldn't, do it to somebody in their face. So a lot of people, what they do is they post all these videos, bitching and complaining about our show, but then when we do have these guys on the show, it's just a completely different type of character. I don't like that. If you're gonna have a type of character behind the camera, I expect that same character on the show. And that's just me. Like no matter what, bro, what's me is me. On TikTok, on this, in real life, what's me is me. And there's just a lot of people that's just not like that. It's annoying. So annoying.
I mean, I didn't get to tune in the whole time. So, like, I came in, I seen right at the beginning, and then I seen, like, the tail end, too. Did he not even give good takes? Like, was he just...
He gave a good take about the basketball media in general, but, I mean, it wasn't like... I was expecting him to have beef with us, and then he said, "I don't really have problem with you guys." And it's like, what are you doing?
Hold on, so how did everything start?
Because he was coming at us. And then in the TikTok comments, he said, "Look at all of the comments. Player's Choice is literally a meme." So his words did not line up with his words on the show. But
yeah,
it is
I
what
didn't
it is.
know. He said that. I didn't know. If he would have said that, I would have gotten on him harder. But pause.
Well, that's why he responded to Mars on
Really?
his TikTok. Yeah.
I didn't. If I would have known.
That's why I thought it was coming. I was
not
actually
gonna
surprised
lie.
that he...
If I would have known the comments, I would have got on him more. But I mean, I didn't see the comments, so I'm mad that he said that though, because I really would have gotten on him then. That's crazy.
Fire. It's fire. But anyway, let's keep talking about Player's Choice. You guys actually voted for Panelist of the Month, and we're going to keep doing this month in, month out. So make sure if you have not already joined the Discord, link in the description below. That is where we ran the last vote. I'm sure we'll probably continue running it in the Discord, so make sure you're tapped in there so that your vote can be heard. This is how the power rankings panned out. Let me move this so that you guys can actually see what's going on. We got ticket number 1, Mars number 2, Dub number 3, Legend of Winning at 4, Chilltown at 5, Nick Dawson from Gridiron at 6, Fluent at 7, Bama at 8, Louie from Footy at 9, and Elder Rufus. Elder Rufus at 10. That's 8.
JD, if you don't mind being, an open book and full disclosing, who did you vote on?
I didn't vote.
Bobby?
I did not vote this time around, which is a shame. I should have voted.
I never even saw the poll around. I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah, okay. Both of you guys being unpolitical.
Who'd you vote?
I got it.
Who'd you vote for, Ron?
Can you put it back on the screen? I'm a man of the underdogs and whatnot, and I stick by my gridiron guys. So, Bama got my vote. It's the reason why Nick Dawson's up there, too. I push my Nick Dawson agenda heavy. Dub, what if I told you I voted on number 7?
I don't care.
I really didn't. I just wanted to see how you would feel.
Wait,
about that.
how did the votes work? Right, you voted like you're like 1, 2, 3.
No, everyone just voted for one person. You just pick one person, and so that's how.
I would like
it
to
played
say, I didn't expect to be top 3. So yeah, I appreciate all the people that voted for me. Yeah, I mean, I love the love, man. Love the love, bro. I expect everybody to hate me, so it's like, fuck it. I mean, appreciate it. You feel me? You know. So top three is pretty dope. I'm not gonna hold you. Fuck it.
Ron,
Wow.
if we do hosts next month, I think hosts and panelists would potentially be separate. So if we do hosts of the month for December, you think you got that or what?
I mean, I like my chances just with me just being on the panel. You know, it's like it's like Dub's take with Magic Johnson. Like if you're on the '80s Lakers as the point guards, you don't have a choice but to look good. But with that being said, I don't know. I got an uphill battle because JD, you know, like you really the man. Mars does his fucking thing on footy, and then it's another host that you guys might not be like a dark horse for number one. She's really not out here playing games. Like she really runs. She's really a point guard. She really runs the show. She doesn't just come up here and try to be funny. JD. She doesn't just come up here and try to be condescending.
Whoa.
And like me, she doesn't just spot up, shoot in the corner. She actually like runs the show. So shout out halftime, Haley.
Shout out to Haley, man.
That's crazy, bro. The super chats is wild today. I love you guys.
Let's hit a couple of them. Christopher D already sending 2. Mars, can you name 25 players better than Zion now? You don't actually have to do it, but could you do it, Mars?
He couldn't do it the first time. He just made up a bunch of names.
I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
Hey,
We're not gonna sit here for 5 minutes and make them think about it.
guess what?
I still have my list. It was just
You could barely do
just probably
15.
over a couple.
You could
Well,
barely
I
do
disagree.
15.
I disagree with you.
Ron, you could do 15.
Listen, Zion top 15 right now. It might be 15, but it's top 15 right now. And I told y'all, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
My God. Chris with the other super chat, dubs the LeBron of PC. Mars is Tim Duncan.
Yo, that's
High praise.
I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say, bro. Like like I said, Ron, you said if I would have beat Fluent in that thing, I would have been cheering and shit. Like it's like I don't. It's like I appreciate it. Appreciate the votes. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't expect not to be top 3. Demetrius, that's my fault. You can put that super chat. Yeah, the super chats, I did do a bad job last episode. I got too into the conversations and I kind of just missed some, so that's my bad. I'll look to do a better job next time. For you, Demetrius, every time if you comment on Open Gym, you don't have to put a super chat up there. I'll put your chats up.
Don't make promises you can't keep, though.
I'll keep it. No, I'll keep it because he was one of the guys that has a lot of say. That's my bad.
Okay.
That's my bad.
Yo, Marlon, who actually is a relatively new all-star member of the the Players Choice YouTube channel, sent super chat. How we feeling, gang? I got a decent amount of people over Zion. You say decent. Go ahead and tell us the number. Where you got Zion? You don't have to send another super chat. I just want to know where you got him. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Brittney Griner returned home. Shout out to Brittney Griner. Welcome home.
Hey,
So people say Joe Biden's the worst GM in the year of the league. The memes is crazy.
No comment.
Nobody.
Okay, all right. Well, all right, hey, that's fine. That's fine.
No, I just want to say I'm happy for her. You know, like obviously that's not a fitting situation. That's not a situation you ever want to wake up and find yourself in. But I'm just happy she made it back. Like it took way too long. Like when it first happened, maybe I'm speaking for myself. I thought it was gonna be like a 2-3 week thing, if that. And I thought she would get released. I thought she would be back. Yo, the shit ran for what, over a year? Damn near a year?
I don't think
it's been like 6 months. It's been like 6 months.
I don't think it was a full year.
It's been longer than, because it happened during the middle of the WNBA season, right? Or no, the overseas season.
It was not. It was 9 months.
Yeah, 9 months. Well, that's
Almost a year. Yeah.
That's damn near 9 months too long.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, especially for like an American celebrity. So I'm just happy to see her back. I'm happy that she gets to be back with her family. And just just at a jail. Who knows if she's gonna hoop again? I would love to see her hoop again, but you got to understand if she's like, yo, at this point, just thinking life is bigger than basketball. You got to understand that.
She's hooping, bro. She's gonna play.
Yeah, I heard the stories about how she was treated over there. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know if it's true or not.
Oh, she's gonna have a sit-down interview soon in the next couple of years.
I mean, listen, somebody going through that in a different country like that, I mean, it's a scary feeling, bro. So I bet she was just so much relieved of her coming home, and it's glad to see her home as well, bro. You don't want anybody going through that type of feeling, bro. Being in a different country and being scrutinized for who you are. It's sad, bro. So I'm glad she's back as well.
Yeah, don't want anybody to be locked up. I'm definitely happy she's back home. I just don't want to ever hear the Democrats talk about gun control again. That's all.
Marlon sent his response about Zion. I have him top 17, top 18. Ron?
That's a good take, but I got one that's even better. I have him top 15.
Okay. This is a little crazy. Leaf Diggy with the super chat. I told Mars last 2 weeks Zion was it. It need to be on this panel right now. A lot to say about the Suns game. Mavs blew the dope to JD. What's crazy is I didn't watch that game. That game was on Friday, right? I was at a high school basketball game, actually. Watching a couple top teams. I think they're top teams in the state. If not, it was still a good game. So it was actually fun. But didn't get to catch the game. Saw the replay, but
what's dude's name that's going to UW? And also Leaf Diggy, pull up. But only pull up if you're bringing that Thanos glove.
He does. I'll give him the link.
Send it to him. I would love to have him up here. Ron, you said what's his name? I'm sorry, bro. I don't remember his name. He is a UW commit though, so homegrown, going to the home city college, which is fire. He scored 33. They ended up losing the game, but it was fire. He punched on somebody, so I got to see somebody get punched on. That's all I asked for before the game started. After I was watching layup lines, and everyone more than half of the kids, and I was telling Ron before the show started.
On Twitter, Leaf, my bad, Jay. Check it.
You're good. I was telling Ron before the show started that these high school kids are built different, bro. It's like when I was in high school, it didn't feel like hardly anyone was throwing down like this, and now these kids just jump out the gym. It's ridiculous.
I mean, but JD, that's Rainier Beach, though. Like I keep telling you,
Rainier Beach, usually there's a lot of kids jumping out the gym, regardless of the era, for sure. But it just seems like, and maybe it's social media too, where you're seeing a lot more high school highlights, so it just maybe seems more than it usually is. Because you're watching these high school highlights, and these kids are just, the bounce is insane. It's insane. So, MC Robinson with the super chat. Open Gym was lit last episode. Ticket turn it from a free-for-all to a barbershop talk. Ticket got my respect. He was cooking.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold you, bro. Ticket came in there and dropped a 40-point triple-double, bro. Like, he was just on a tear. Like, it was wild on, like, how he was just killing everybody.
It's easy to get buckets when you don't pass the ball. You're the only one that shoots the ball. You don't let anybody else check in the game. You know what I'm saying? When you don't listen to the coach running plays, you just go out there and just fire that shit up. And there's only 5 players on the team.
Ticket Doncic. I got you. Okay.
Ticket James. What we doing? Ticket James.
Like LeBron or Ticket Harden?
No, Ticket James.
You gotta quit calling Luca a chucker, Ron.
So he's not Mars. Is Ticket a chucker?
No. Luca.
I mean, well, is Luca and Ticket both chuckers? I need answers to both of those.
What does being a chucker mean with what we do?
Huh?
Well, in Ticket's sake,
it would make someone a chucker.
You play basketball?
It would basically be like
us. Oh, you mean like what I was saying, Mars?
How can we be
Mars? Why are you taking this so literal? Why did you just ruin the fun?
What does it mean to be a chucker?
Not letting anybody get anything off.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. He's a chucker.
When you just
100%.
yell,
That's
and don't
not
let
a
nobody else
chucker.
talk.
What are you talking about? That's a ball
That's
hog.
what-
Yeah, that's the same thing.
A chucker is just somebody who just
No, Dub. A
chucking up shots.
Yes,
Yeah,
and not
shooting the
passing the
only
ball.
one shooting.
Yeah, no, they just shooting the shit. You could be a
No,
one and the
Dub.
same.
It's
one and the same.
the same. It's the same. Trust me.
Because what
it's
if
the
you
same.
have a guy where he don't touch the ball a lot, but every time he touches the ball, he shoots?
Yeah, he's
Same thing.
That's not the
That's-
case, right? What I'm
How's
telling
that the
you.
same thing? He won't touch the ball a lot, but every
Nah,
time he
Dub,
does touch
he's.
the ball, he
I'm
shoots.
gonna tell
Isn't
you
that
the
a
word
chucker?
for him. Nah, he's just the
A
What's the
puller?
word? He just doesn't have. Yeah, he just doesn't have a conscience. He's just.
I mean,
unconscious.
he's for sure a
Pulling.
chucker too.
Pulling every time. Like
He's a chucker too.
I think he's a chucker as well.
All right, that's fair, Dub. Fair point. I will give that to you. Ball hog versus chucker. I see the difference. Rash Sin. Zion is top 10. Zion is top 10. Okay. Got most gravity out of any player in the league other than Curry and Giannis. Watch how defense treat him and tell me Ingram better.
Hey, I can argue.
Come on,
it.
bro.
I swear I can argue it.
But you cannot argue that he has the most gravity out of any player besides Curry and Giannis. I think that there are several players above Zion when it comes to gravity.
Gravity.
Somebody gets hurt, y'all forget. He gets hurt for a season, and y'all just forget.
Come on, bro.
Who you talking about, Zion?
Yeah, like he was hurt last year, so y'all forgot about him. he gonna remind y'all. I think he's on the way to doing that right now. It's the same with like the Kawhi and AD thing. They hurt, they come back, they're gonna remind y'all.
Before we get to these other super chats, because they're asking good questions, I feel like we might get into some of these. I wanted to point out or touch on the fact that there was a 100K slam ball tournament this weekend hosted by House of Highlights, and I just want to put this out there. Invite us next time, please. Let me get in there. I am running a slam ball tournament. I'm sorry. I watched some of the highlights. It looked like a blast. So.
Say a player choice to go in there and dominate.
Oh my God, yes, we would absolutely dominate.
That's a good question because I was
Mars could play and we'd dominate.
Hey, what did he mean by gravity?
Man, you and Mars were together.
Gravity, as in pulling defenders onto him whenever he has the ball.
Got you.
Yeah,
Gravity
like
is just. I don't know why they even saw it. Just say impact. Like
No,
It's not-
gravity's a made-up term by Steph Curry fans to say he's the best playmaker in the
But-
NBA.
Gravity
Yeah,
isn't
but
made up though.
Gravity's an actual thing, though.
It is a real thing.
I'm not saying it's not real,
actual
but
thing.
it got termed because of Steph Curry, and people tried to say he was one
Is
of the
it
best
real if the world
playmakers
is
in the
flat?
NBA.
Gravity's been a thing forever though, Mars.
No one was talking about Larry Bird's gravity in the 80s.
But
Well, here's
It
the thing,
became popularized because of Steph Curry.
Mars, that might be true, but that also speaks to
That's what I
Steph
said.
Curry's greatness.
That's what I said. I'm not saying
No,
it's not greatness. I'm
it's
just
not.
saying
It's
that's
not.
why
It don't
people
speak
say
to his
he's-
greatness.
What do you mean it doesn't speak to his
It speaks to how
greatness?
much people just love cocksucking on him. That's what it is.
Yeah, Steph.
They'll
Steph
make
is
up.
gifted.
They made up a whole different way to define this guy just so that they could put him in a conversation of these other guys. I mean, which I
Yeah,
like it.
because-
I get it. I mean, okay. But in my mind frame, bro, I always just looked at. You talk about that gravity aspect. I just think that that's just their impact on the court. How much the game is affected? How much you affect the game due to your presence of being there. That's your impact.
yeah,
That's
but
how much impact you have on the court.
it's two different terms though, because your impact would determine how much gravity you pull. If you're not impactful, you're not going to have.
It's the same thing.
You're not going to
It's
get
the same
keyed
thing.
on.
No, what I'm saying is the gravity and impact. It's the same thing. It's just they're using a different word for it. I don't know why.
Gravity is a defensive term. Impact, you're talking in terms of offense. Does that make sense?
I'm talking how good you are offensively that it impacts the defense to change the whole aspect of their game and adjusts to you. You're impacting the defenses to adjust to your game. Gravity and gravity is the same thing. Your scoring gravity makes defenses has to adjust to the way that you are.
I think you're misinterpreting what gravity is. Pulling defenders onto you. That's
impacting defense.
No.
You guys are saying Dub's saying the same thing. He's just using a different term.
Thank you, Ron.
No. He is, but it's like you don't have to have a lot of gravity to impact the defense though. Like you don't have to get double teamed or triple teamed to have impact on the defense. You can have impact on the defense and be guarded single to single. Gravity is a specific form of impact. So it's like it's just
Oh yeah. You're right, because
it's a category.
somebody,
Thank you.
somebody,
That's what I
somebody
was.
somebody could impact the game with their passing ability and everything like
Right,
that.
without ever getting double
Yeah.
teamed once. You can still
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. Before we get too much further in the show, shout out to the sponsor of today's show, LUCRA. That's the link to go check out LUCRA. That is pinned to the top of the chat if you're tapped in live on the YouTube channel. Otherwise, in the description of the video and the audio platforms below. Christopher D, hot take: Zion better than Jalen Green. Maybe that's why I put hot take question mark, because I don't know if that would be a hot take.
That's
Zion
a
Williamson
steaming hot take.
better than Jalen Green?
Jalen Green's the greatest player of all time.
Okay.
That means you're calling Zion the GOAT, which he's not, so that's incorrect.
We talked about this one last show, either last show or 2 shows ago, but Mythic SA with a super chat. Where do you rank Joker right now? For me, top 5.
Number 3.
He's somewhere lurking around that 5 spot for me.
Yeah.
What did I say? I think I had him at like 7 or 8.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Yeah, I was naming that players better than Jokic like 2 or 3 episodes ago. And
Is that
everyone
the
was
one where
getting
you
tight.
said Donovan Mitchell over you?
Yeah, this season, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
What? That's not that crazy. Maybe it's crazy.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I mean,
Leaf Diggy, what's good?
Donovan's for sure balling.
What's
but
good? What's good with
yeah.
y'all? What's good, PC?
What it do, Leaf?
What it do, Ron? Mars. Yo, Ron,
Hello.
hold on. Wait, before we get any further,
So
Ron, you
Welcome to Dove.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Appreciate y'all bringing me here. Before we
got
get
it
any
from the
further,
Leafs,
Ron, you said something on Wednesday when I had sent
What camera
a super chat. You said that Dub had basically tricked like the younger generation into going in against like Chill and Fluent. Just a disclaimer: I'm 34, but I'm like halfway in between the younger generation. I'm in between. I sit in the middle. So everybody just gotta stop fighting, man. Like I know how Dub feel about Kareem and Wilt and all of them, and that's kind of funny to me, man. But just a disclaimer, man. But I respect what y'all do.
Tricking these kids.
Do you stand with Dub on Kareem, Wilt, Magic?
Nah. I just let him. I don't argue with him neither, bro. Like I understand how you feel about that, but my thing is like with Kareem, Wilt, Bill Russell, Magic, Bird, I keep them out of my top 5 because I can't speak for them. I only been watching basketball since 1996, so I can only speak from that time on forward. So
not a bad year to start watching basketball.
I feel you in everything, but I'm like, you also have to factor in everything. So it's certain things that you don't see, but you still know about, and you still know and this is where Dub takes it and runs with it. You still know the legend around it. You still know the aura around it. But on top of that, you still got films to go back with your 2 eyes and see how these guys play basketball. And then you get to go back and look at their resume. You get to go back and look at their accomplishments. You get to go back and look at certain things on their just like in their timeline, like marquee moments. Like earlier, I was on Instagram and I seen the shot where Magic Johnson was running to the corner, shot it off one leg, banked it in on the Celtics. A game winning shot where they all ran off the court. That was a marquee moment in his career. That's one of the moments that made Magic Johnson great.
I seen that shot too, but the only reason why I don't speak on them is because I'm an eye test dude. Like I'm 34, but I'm an eye test dude. So I speak on whatever I've seen. Like the day that I've seen Iverson snatch Jordan, bro, that's when I was all in. So like anything after that, and I already knew about Jordan like from the early 90s on and everything. I had a visual periphery of that, but I feel like the last 20, like we could really say 20 years ago was Shaq and Kobe. It's so crazy now, bro. Like the time is really flying. It's really flying. We're about to come up on 3 years. Kobe Bryant has left this earth. You know what I'm saying? So
RPB.
My thing, RP Kobe. So I keep my visual players. Anybody I seen with these 2 eyes, I keep them in my top 5. But Kareem at worst is top 3. And at best, he's probably top 2. You know, at worst, on anybody.
I think at worst,
it's damn near 2030, bro. We can see
at
all
worst,
of that though.
And I think
at
worst,
I know, but I feel like the 80s stuff like on YouTube, it's really a sample size because They really just showing you like what they did. They ain't really showing you like all the other plays outside. They ain't showing you like
you don't gotta watch highlights though. You can go back and watch full games.
What you could do is a lot of people do. I think they pay for like something with the NBA where you could actually watch the past games and really do your research on it. And I've watched a lot of games with Kareem in it, and Ron's saying, yeah, you could miss this, you could miss that. You're not really missing a lot of shit, honestly. I'm just gonna be real with you, Ron.
And I never said nothing about missing anything.
I'm just saying, you talking about going back and watching the game, bro. I mean, listen, my whole basis of the Kareem argument is I just don't expect a guy playing in a league with stronger athletes, better players as a whole, to dominate the same exact way in which he did in the 70s.
Athletes? Because you act like he just didn't play against no centers.
The athletes was not as strong as today's day. The athletes weighed less. The athletes weighed less.
Do not engage.
So you were there.
Huh?
You knew how much Willis Reed bench. You were there.
Ron, this is all you have to do. You could Google, and when you Google it, it gives you.
I don't feel like Google. I don't feel like
Google's gonna tell me how much Bob McAdoo squatted.
Ron. When you sit here and look at the average weight of the NBA was.
I
forget which way.
What's that got to do with anything?
I don't want to hear that because Fluent was on TikTok frying you about the average height, which you were wrong about.
What is he talking about?
You didn't see that video?
Fluent made a TikTok saying that centers today are actually short.
This is
the
news
average
to you?
height is the same. That's what he said.
On top of that, back in those days, this wasn't a bunch of kids sitting around playing Call of Duty. They were actually doing stuff, being stronger.
Fluent is just wrong. The point in which I said to attack that logic was I don't want to hear an argument for Kareem being better, saying he could dominate this league because he's going to be facing shorter guys. Because when you look into the average height of the players for centers, for the league as a whole, they are damn near the fucking same. So him even saying that.
Oh, now they're the same.
Wait, Bobby.
They was 2 inches shorter.
Bobby. But him even saying that the centers are shorter. As I said, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about because that's not true. They're damn near the same. So you have a guy in Kareem who went up against lesser talented players, weaker players as well. Weight does contribute to your strength, wrong. That's why there's a thing such as weight classes in fighting, because you can't be fighting a guy who's 20 or 40 pounds heavier than you because he's naturally more stronger.
So who are the heavyweights today?
What are you talking about?
Jokic shouldn't be. Now let's get
Ron, you're not. Stop. Who was the strong guys back then, Ron?
It was more centers back then than it was today.
Oh my God, bro. Look at their physique.
All right.
Look at their physique. The league wasn't as physical as it is now because look at their physiques.
All right, next.
Look at their physiques, Ron. Look at their physiques. They were skinnier. Wait, they were skinnier. They were skinnier, more lankier.
Just because you're skinnier doesn't mean you're not more physical.
Oh my God, we're talking about athleticism, right?
70s and 80s, and 80s.
Yes.
In the 70s and 80s, it wasn't physical.
That's what Dub said.
We're talking about their athleticism, right?
We're talking about their athleticism. No, we're talking about physicality. We're not talking. You started talking about athleticism. Now we're talking about physicality.
I don't know if I could side with that.
Ron,
Dub, you just lost. You lost all credibility when you said it wasn't physical. You lost all credibility. It's out the window.
Let's dial back.
Let him restate it.
Let's dial back.
Let him hang
because this is why I say you guys aren't even listening. You guys aren't even listening
now
at all.
You're more fluent.
No, this is why you're not even listening at all. I'm saying physical. I'm saying physical as in what? As in their athleticism. They're more physically imposing players. The league probably, even then, even in the 70s, they were calling ticky-tacky fouls. So let's not do that dumb shit. We're going to be real. But the league as a whole, the athleticism, the guys today are more physical specimens than it was in the 70s. That is a fact. That is a fact.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Show me a text when he's done, Ron.
Hold on. I would like to ask a question because I view physicality and athleticism as two completely separate things.
Yeah, I do too.
You don't view them as being separate, Dub?
What?
Physicality and athleticism. Physicality I look at as like Shaquille O'Neal, physical post player, right? The physicality. It's different than an athleticism, which you look at like a Vince Carter, a John Morant, LeBron James,
Wilkins,
which the
man.
LeBron James is
Jordan.
actually both.
When I sit here and look at the games today, and that the fact that they call the fouls that they do, and I look back and watch the games in the 70s with those guys and that athleticism, I think guys today are more physical than it was in the 70s. The guys are stronger.
That's the basis of your argument, that he won't be physically imposing enough.
Hold on. I need you
to dominate.
I need you to define the physicality of today. Like when you say physical,
you got guys who are stronger. Their body structure is more built than guys in the 70s. Guys in the 70s, 80s, and even in the 90s for a little bit, the perimeter players especially were very small and lanky, and they didn't have as much weight as they did in today. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Why are you looking at me crazy when that's a fact?
But Dub, who's just on the block?
And this is why I say, but now you're talking about on the block. Now you're switching the argument. My whole argument was because
that's where Kareem scores. That is where that's where the bulk of physicality is in the paint. You can't touch nobody on the perimeter. Kareem
wouldn't be able to back down people the way he did in the 70s and today's day. He wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay, and I'm glad you said that, because you just got into a whole physicality bag, and that wasn't really even Kareem's game. Kareem was more of a finesse type of center. So now you went down a whole. I walked you down a whole alley for you to go and see that it's a dead end, because that wasn't even Kareem's game like that. Even though I do think Kareem would be a lot more physically imposing than a lot of dudes in this era, because he's taller, and once again he's more athletic, or just as athletic as them. But I want you to tell me. Give me five centers that are more athletic than Wilt and Kareem right now.
Wilt? I don't.
Yeah, Wilt and Kareem.
I don't want to get into Wilt right now.
Can I get only person? Listen,
it's not getting Wilt right now.
But
Kareem, you gotta understand. This ain't a one-on-one game, Ron. So there's a lot more zones in today's league. There's a lot more complex defense.
Gravity.
What are you talking about? Gravity, bro. What are you
talking
about?
You just said it's a lot more double teams and zones. That's gravity. You're saying if Wilt got the ball, or if Kareem got the ball,
I just want to interject.
Ron, let me finish my statement before you start going on this whole tangent. What I'm saying is, Kareem would have a harder time facing guys who are stronger. Guys who's playing. I hear you, bro.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Playing guys who are stronger. Playing in an era where it's easier to double team, where you can actually play zones to keep guys out of the post. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would not be dominating the same exact way when he's going up against tougher competition, stronger guys, more zones, and he just can't go one-on-one with guys with damn near everybody. He can't.
Once again, let me explain something to you about the post. You can't just rely on pushing somebody at the post. When you're posting up, you got other moves. There's swing moves, there's spin moves. All the shit you see that cats do like on the offensive line in football and defensive line. Obviously, it's not the same exact thing, so y'all don't lose your mind. But there's ways to, like, you can't just get pushed off the block. You spin off of that, you post up on this side, you throw it over. I know you looking like that because you don't understand these things, Dub. When you're on the block, it's not all about who's the strongest one. You can't just get pushed out to the 3-point line, because once again, I'm gonna reiterate, there's such thing, and my mom taught me this in the 7th grade, how to spin off of somebody, how to repost when somebody fronts you, how to use a spin move and get low, push them down. These are things that are intricate on the block that, once again, I'm saying you don't understand because you have never been there. So you can't just think. When I was younger, I was a lot of guys that were stronger than me, but they couldn't keep me from posting up on the block. They couldn't stop me from catching the ball, hitting the quick
Nobody's. Hold on, Ron. I gotta respond to Bobby.
You could be as strong as you want. I can't just grab you and just move you over here.
That's not how it works.
Nobody's disputing your points, but you're just attacking one point of my argument. It's not just the fact that you have guys who are stronger, so that he's not going to be as physically imposing. It's also the complications of the zone defenses, the fact that they can help as well. well,
I've never been
and I
a
don't
big
think.
Shaq type guy, but but I'm a walking double because you cannot just grab somebody and throw them off the block. You have to be able to use moves. And the thing that you might not know about Kareem is that he did a lot of yoga. He did martial arts.
Sure
He did
did.
salsa dancing. He did all types of dancing. He had amazing, immaculate footwork.
Very.
Immaculate
For
footwork.
7'2",
I'm talking about footwork comparable to Hakeem. Immaculate footwork, Dub. You can't just push him anywhere. But once again, I'll say it. You wouldn't understand that because you've never been
I
there.
watched,
Bro.
It's not wrestling.
Bobby, you can't just grab me and pin me, bro. It's not
and
the
to
same
use
thing.
that argument,
I didn't even want to get to this.
no,
JD,
to sit
can you
here,
please save us, bro?
to sit here and try to use that argument as a talking point.
I'm not trying to use any
because
argument.
it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No. It has nothing to do with Kareem. It has nothing to do with Kareem. Hold up, Bobby. Hold up, Bobby. Because you're not even talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You're just trying to shit on me. So no, you're talking about the football. You're talking about the footwork. When I sit here and look at the footwork that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar that you're holding at a high level, high praise. What I'm saying is, I don't see it that level being sustainable in today's day because there's guys who has tremendous footwork. What? Joel Embiid has tremendous footwork. There's guys in the league that have great footwork, but they need to bring more big men, especially need to bring more things to the game. They need to be. Wait, hold up, Bobby. You had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar who mainly works outside the post, but you need to be able to do more things in today's league because that's where the state in the NBA in which we are. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Wait, Bobby, let me finish. You went through a whole soliloquy and I'll let you talk. You went through a whole soliloquy. And I'll let you talk.
Let him finish, Bob. Let him finish, Bob.
So yes, you need big men today who's able to do more on the floor. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just working outside the post mainly. That's not going to be sustainable for a team. He's not, and I'm not even.
Wait, JD. We have to stop you right there because you said you need someone to do more for your team. So now explain Rudy Gobert.
JD, let me fucking finish for the love of God, because I was actually going to get to a point where I'm not. Wait. I'm not even. I didn't even say that Kareem's going to be trash. I did not say that. So let's rewind that right there. All I'm arguing is he's not gonna dominate the same exact way which he did in the 70s. And you guys think that I'm calling this guy fucking trash?
No, Dub. Wait. It would be sweeter today. It would be 1,000% sweeter today.
Hold on, Ron. Ron, let him finish. Ron, let him finish.
I want to know the bruisers. No, I want to know the physicality. Who's so physical? Who's so physical? Wait, Ron. No, I'm done.
Wait, Ron.
I want to know the bruisers. I want to know the bruisers. Give me a list.
Hold on, Ron. Ron, I have to mute you. Go ahead, Dub.
So yes, on offense, I don't think he's going to be as dominant as he was before because of some of his limitations. On top of that, the defense, y'all really think that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that he's not going to be over here getting kind of shitted on defense because he'd never seen anything like this? Y'all don't think that?
No.
JD, I have nothing else to say.
I don't know, bro.
What center doesn't get shitted on?
Bro, he'll be better than Rudy Gobert, and we look at wait, Ron. He's gonna be better than Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, no.
He'll be better defensively than Rudy Gobert,
and extremely better offensively.
Defensively than Rudy Gobert, and a better rebounder.
No, okay, I don't know if I agree with that.
What?
On the
block. Y'all think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar could be the same guy defensively he was in the 70s in today's day?
Why would he not be able to?
Because the league is too complex.
Time out. Okay, can I talk?
There's more guys on the perimeter.
Can I talk?
You have to say wait, Dub. You have to say wait, Dub.
Go ahead.
Can I talk now? Because since the start of time, since the start of Players' Choice, Rudy Gobert has came up here, and yes, he's got praised on defense, but he's got shitted on defense as well. Why? Because on the perimeter, he can't guard guards. So time out. So if you're saying all Kareem has to do is rim protect and rebound, why can't he do that? Why would he not be able to do that?
Well, today, I think he'll have to be pushed out, or he'll have to guard more pick and rolls and like move out on the 3-point line.
Such as Rudy has to do.
And I think,
that's the same thing Rudy has to do.
In disclosure, bro, like I honestly believe that the only person that has his gracefulness in terms of movement at that size of 7'2" is probably Vic, who ain't even in the league right now. So like I'm like, in terms of just moving and being able to like at least cover like the mid-range or like the perimeter area and be like a presence there. Like I've seen Vic drop like block plenty of mid-range jump shots off the screen. And it's like blocks like mid-ranges and layups, bro, is not a goal when he's on the court and he's moving and he's moving his graceful. I never seen anybody with like Kareem and Vic's of like what you call it, lateral quickness, like it having enough size. Well, AD not 7'2". Like when we talking about 7'2" and taller, bro, like I never seen anybody cover the way they could cover like on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we only got a small sample size of Vic, and if he doing this in the league, he can average at least 3-4 blocks a game, close to.
Yo,
Ron, wait,
I wasn't even talking about his mobility because I didn't even want to go there. But if he is doing that, which we've seen him, we know if he does move like that, he's a much better defender than Rudy Gobert because he can guard at all three levels. But I'm just saying, like let's take out the perimeter defense because, like Dub says, he's never seen players like this before. He doesn't know what a crossover is, so he's gonna be in no man's land up there. Okay, well let's just talk about what he'll do in the paint. He's a 4-time block champ. Dude was averaging damn near 4 or 5 blocks. So what makes you think that he wouldn't be able to block a shorter league, a league with shorter people?
So this is. I'm glad you made this point. This is why I say. Could he be a good rim protector in the league? Yeah, sure, he could. But guess what? If he's just a rim protector, now we need to find guys who could guard on the perimeter. Now, when we're talking about
every team needs to find guards to guard on the perimeter.
I'm not finished.
What are you talking about? What team is not trying to find a center to guard on the perimeter?
Ron.
No, because you're making stupid points. It doesn't even make no sense.
Come on.
The Minnesota Timberwolves want a big that can guard on the perimeter.
Can we get Wait Ron in the chat, please? Wait Ron in the chat.
It don't even make sense.
Wait, Ron.
It don't even make sense.
I'm not finished.
Go ahead.
Yes, we all know Rudy Gobert. Guess what? He's a great defender, but guess what? He needs guys on the perimeter who could defend so that defense, especially in the playoffs, can still play at a high level. Now we talked about Kareem and his offensive game, and since he doesn't provide floor spacing, know what we're gonna do? Now we have to find money to get guys who can space the floor as well. Know what else we have to do? We have to find a co-star as well to complement it. So talking about business and money.
Like every other big man.
Wait, Ron.
Like every other big man.
Every other big man. Wait, Ron. Thank you.
This is some dumbass point.
No. So I have to, as a GM,
this is stupid, bro.
As a GM, I have to find all of this money to complement Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which means wait, Ron. Which means
Bam Adebayo.
Wait, Ron. Which means he's not going to dominate the same exact way in the 70s and the 80s because guess what people do? You love doing. You're only great if you're winning titles or competing for chips and da-da-da-da-da. He's not going to be doing that if I have I have to do all of this work to build a championship team around him.
All right. Let's move on. Wait, Ron. Oh, my God, bro. Let's hit these super chats. Woo! Sean Harvey. Hot take. If AD and LeBron can stay healthy, they can be contenders. Their problem was LeBron not giving AD the keys.
They can't stay healthy. It's over. It's over. It's over. If he couldn't stay healthy and he can't. Why would he stay healthy now?
What the? Marlon sent a super chat. I don't know how I accidentally deleted that, but he said he was new here. How does he get on Open Gym? So every Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern, Dub and Mars host Open Gym. Just make sure you're in the chat. Try to come early before the show starts. They're going to drop the link every show in the chat, in the YouTube chat, so that you guys can join the show and come up here and debate.
Open Gym is lit, man.
Mythic SA. JD will dunk on someone like what Luca did on Drew. That was heat. Marlon with another super chat. I have Steph is number 1 right now. Not crazy.
Oh my God, this is where I get pissed off.
Football breakdown.
No, wait, leave. Why can't Steph be number 1?
He's a Steph Curry hater. He hates him.
No, I'm not. No.
I was really thinking about the other day.
No. Hold up, Mars. Let me correct something when you just said I'm not a Steph Curry hater. My problem is Steph Curry being top 10 all time. That's my problem. And y'all thinking that shooting this shit from 40 is all right. Like that. Listen,
I think you talking about number 1 right now because Ed asked about who is our top 5 right now, like today. He
ain't even number 1 right now.
Is he top 3 right
now? It's Giannis.
No.
Is he top 5?
I mean, it's Luca, but
And you tell me you're not a
Is he
hater.
top
Okay,
10?
Lee.
That's not hating. How can
Where is
they
he? Is
barely
he top? Is he top
500?
7? Is he top 7? Is he top 7?
Yes,
Okay, so he's 6 or 7.
6.
Okay, so
your
who's
top-
the 5?
Yeah, who's your top
The
5?
5 right now. Who we got?
Luka,
Giannis.
Giannis.
Brown.
Giannis.
Cool.
I like how you put Luka first, JD. I seen that. Giannis. Who? JT. Luka.
JB.
Lucas team is
Stop.
also barely 500.
I would not stop.
But
I would
whatever,
not
okay.
stop JB.
Carry on.
Yeah, Luka is barely 500, but who
But
else?
he can be top 5 and Steph can't. But okay, whatever. It's fine.
Yo, my
Listen.
thing is this whole JT thing. It's not no realm on this planet where Jayson Tatum is better than Steph Curry. Never has been, never will be.
Not even right now.
Not
probably
even
will be in
tomorrow,
about
not
3
next
years,
week.
probably will.
I don't give a damn if he comes back next year and averages 40 and they win the championship, bro. Steph done that already. He got it. He's not better than Steph, bro. He's
Ron
not
likes
better.
living in the past.
It's like what I
Never
said.
done
But
that.
he's doing it right now. He's
Okay.
doing it right
It's
now.
Steph ain't
It's
never
the,
averaged
it's,
40
it's,
and won
it's
a
the
championship.
disappearability.
Steph
of Jayson
ain't
Tatum.
never
It's the
averaged 30 in
disappearability.
the playoff run. Like it's documented.
So what did he do last year?
No, average 30. He averaged like 25.
Well, I'm talking about in the finals. What did he do last year?
And then in the finals he averaged.
Yeah,
I'm
he
talking
averaged-
about
he
the
He went
playoff run.
ballistic.
The finals is a small sample size, bro. Like it's only 6 or 7 games, man. Like I only look at playoff runs. I look at the whole playoff runs from beginning to end.
So JT had a better playoff run than Steph last year?
Last year, I wouldn't say so. Not
So
last
is-
year, but
so
I'm
is
talking
he
about
having a
like
better
when
season
we
than
talk,
Steph right now?
if we talking about this season, bro. JT is definitely top 3.
Okay, but I'm saying, so he didn't have a better playoff run than him last year. He didn't have a better finals. Is he having a better season than him right now? Like, I'm trying to get your logic on why you're putting him
he
now
having a
ahead
better
of Steph.
season. Yeah, he having a top 2 season right now. Yeah,
And,
Top
but
2,
this,
3.
but this is what I always say. This is
Uh-huh.
what I always say. And I'm not saying that JT's not balling. JT's doing his thing.
Okay.
But what happens if you put Steph on that Celtics team? Are they still 21-5?
God.
Oh God,
Are they
Rod.
still 21-5?
I don't
No,
like
you
it.
guys
Wait, Ron.
hate when I do
Ron.
this. You guys hate when I do this. But it's a scenario though.
Wait,
It's a real
Ron.
scenario.
Wait, Ron.
It's not a real scenario.
No, this is why I'm saying this. I'm just saying, let's just if you could wrap your mind around it, just do
I'm
this.
not.
With me. If you put Marcus Smart next to him, if you put Jaylen Brown next to him, if you put all those other pieces that they have next to him, an all-star defense, Steph.
They're
I'm
not
not-
gonna have
I'm
all-star
not-
defense
hold up,
anymore because they
Ron,
got
Ron,
Steph
Ron.
instead of JT. They can't have all-star defense. when Steph
I'm
on the court.
gonna give you this predicament because like
that?
this is a ticket scenario, bro. Like where we just swap players and then all right, we could get it done. It was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm gonna show you how much I tune into your show. It was a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, where Ticket said if you switch Giannis out with Curry on the team that what was it? The team that lost 2 playing games against Memphis and Lakers. He said that Giannis could take them to the playoffs. And my thing is, I was about to agree with it, but I had to think about it. Where's the shooters at for Giannis on that team?
Oh, what's
so
he?
my
what's he?
on the
The
Golden, if you
2021
swap
Golden
him,
State Warriors.
on this, where's the shooters at? Because Klay is hurt, and you just swapped him for Curry. So my thing is like, most of these teams they built around the players, around their top players. So so you can't say just switch him with this person and let's switch him with that person, bro, because you'll have to rebuild the team all over again. Because a lot of things don't fit. Maybe Marcus Smart or a whole bunch of other players won't fit with Curry. Maybe Klay Thompson and whatchamacallit and Draymond won't fit with Jayson Tatum. So you can't really say that. That's why I don't like ifs. I hate them.
The difference between JT and Curry though is I believe Steph can fit with any team. Just because in basketball when you're a shooter like that, it's like you're welcome on any squad.
I believe it, but I still think it's a lot of things that's put in place to help Steph win.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
It's a lot of things. And Draymond, listen, everybody keep telling me about Steph's gravity and Steph's. I think Lowe tried to tell me that Steph was a little bit more ball dominant. His ball dominance is throwing the ball to Draymond, running around for like 5 seconds, and then get open, bro. They get free enough and shoot the shot.
But
And
that's
everybody
something
is calling that great.
though. That why I just said it before it came out your mouth. I said that's what makes Steph great. But let me tell you why it makes him great. Let me tell you why. Because who else does that? He does something that nobody else, not only that they can't do, but that they don't do.
Oh,
He
listen.
so moving without the ball is not a thing. Is that really not a thing?
I get that. I get
I'm
that.
saying
That
everybody
is-
wants to
listen,
just spot up on the 3-point line and just shoot threes.
That
but
is
you got to
great.
get open.
That is great
Or you gonna shoot
within
threes.
the act of that he can do it a lot more. Like he can like what he's doing and how he's playing is all up here, and everybody else trying to do it is basically down here. I understand that, but my problem is when y'all put that in top 10 because when y'all put that top 10 as all time because when I think of Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, Duncan, LeBron, Magic, Bird, all of them at their very, very best. I strongly don't believe that Steph could just walk on the court with any of them or at their absolute best. I just
Wait,
don't.
1 second, leave. Who up here got Steph in their top 10 all time?
I might have him.
You might have him. Come on, Dub. Don't
And I'm
don't
Steph
do
Curry.
that.
And this is the thing, like I hate Steph Curry. I'm not even gonna lie about it, but I can't, especially what he's done in the last 3 seasons. It's been something that's just been remarkable. I mean, in 2021, he was the main catalyst for his team being in playoff contention. And then what he did.
catalyst.
Nah, the people don't.
A
People,
catalyst.
he was A because the defense wasn't terrible. Like the defense
The
wasn't.
defense
terrible.
was great.
They did play
The
the Oklahoma.
offense.
They did play the Oklahoma City Thunder 6 times in a month, but I ain't gonna talk on that.
No, you don't have to talk on that. Stephen Curry did what he had to do to put that team where they had.
I bet
Last
he did.
season, last season when they won the chip, Steph Curry showed up, did what he had to do. Everyone was shitting on him about not being able to perform in the best moment possible, and he did that. This season, I think Stephen Curry's playing at the best version of Steph Curry I've ever seen in his whole entire life. So I'm like a guy who's been doing this for 10 years now.
6.
Actually getting bet 6.
2016 all the way to 2022.
2014.
2014, 2015.
I'm not giving him that.
2014.
I'm not giving
That's
him
not
that.
his prime.
I'm not giving him that.
2014
I'm
not
not
his
giving
prime.
him that. I'm not
He got
giving
an
him that.
MVP.
Wait, when did he?
2015, right?
Wait. When did
He was
break the
averaging
record the first
23
time?
points, bro. Like,
When he
come
break
on,
the
bro.
record
Like,
the first time?
23.
2014 or 2013?
I give him 2016
won
till now. Like that. I'm
MVP
talking about
in
that. I'm
2015.
talking about. Listen, like the stuff that we seeing right now, we saw that in 2016. That's my thing. So
Steph has been in his prime
since 2016.
What? That's like his peak. He entered his prime back
So
in
2015,
2014.
Steph was what? Just like level of player. What was he?
Where you guys
You could get
Mars,
busy and still
Mars,
not
where
be
you
in your
guys
prime
eyeing
yet,
right
though.
now? Where you guys eyeing right now, Mars?
What do I got on?
24
No, I'm
to
talking
30.
Mars.
24 to 30, somewhere there.
24 to 30. That's Steph. I'm gonna put him higher.
Well, thank God.
In 2015, I'm gonna put him higher than that.
I'd hope so. Best point
I'm
guard in the NBA.
gonna put him higher than that. Yeah.
All right.
So wait, hold
Let's
on.
move,
No,
let's
no, no.
move.
Wait. Yeah, so in 2013, I think in 2013 he was I think he broke the record, but yeah, it was 10 threes. I think it was 7 threes per game. Yeah, so he entered his prime in 2013. He's been continuing that for 10 years now.
No.
He became the best version of himself during that prime from 2016 and onward. But his prime started in 2013.
I'm only giving him 2016 and 2022.
Wait a second,
y'all
though.
could
Doug,
do
what
that.
does it mean to enter your prime? That's when you start averaging 20 plus, or what do you?
When
what do you mean by
I'm looking at prime, I'm thinking of like you're
Breakout.
you're establishing yourself as one of the best players in the league. So Giannis started entering his prime probably the year after, like the year he won Most Improved Player. I think it was the year after though. Kobe Bryant entered his prime probably in 2000 or like 1999 when he was breaking out as one of the best players in the league.
Is
I don't think that's
breakout
what- I don't
plus
think that's what
consistency?
I don't think that's what prime means.
Yeah. You have to have consistency as well.
What's going on here?
Like Derrick Rose only had what 1, 2, 3 years.
Derrick Rose, yeah. His first 3 years was like
so
peak,
Stephen Curry. So Stephen Curry has been playing at one of the best players ever. I mean, in the world for 10 years now.
6 years.
10 years. 10 years.
6.
And at his peak
6
for 6, bro.
6.
Let's move.
How you have me defending Steph? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I thought
Reverse
prime-
psychology.
And you know I hate. I do know I
I
hate
didn't
him.
think you was going to jump in, bro. I don't jump in your joints.
Peak physicality.
You're
I
right.
thought you was
Isn't that what prime means,
You're
Jenny?
right, you're
When
right.
you're
That's
when
my
you're at your
bad. You're
physical top, like when you're physically your best version of you.
I-
Is that what prime?
I look at prime like just kind of how I said it
Like,
is when you
Big
break
Ox,
out
bro,
to
like,
be
come on, he said it.
when you break out to be one of those considered to be like one of those better players in the NBA. I'm not saying you need to be top 10
2016
and on. You just need to break out,
on.
have some kind of breakout performance, and then maintain consistency for the duration of your prime.
But like who somebody said Kobe's prime was in like 99. Like that wasn't Kobe's prime. He was just better than a lot of people. His prime, like at his prime physical peak, isn't that like when you're supposed? Isn't that what when your age is like
2004
24 to
to
35?
2004 to
You have prime. You have
Isn't
prime.
that
Yeah,
what
you
a
can.
physical
not
prime?
age.
I hear
It's not
the
age.
definition that you're going for of like your prime years in terms of like scientifically these should be your best physical years where you're in the best shape, your life strongest, you could, your athleticism is peak. I hear what you're saying. I think when we usually have these discussions about your primes is the way that you perform over a duration of time. But yes, you can define primes kind of like that as well. Like in their prime years, how did they perform? I'm not mad about that.
I'm only giving Steph 6 years. That's it.
All right.
Leaf,
All right,
it's
we-
still going though.
we-
His-
Bobby.
It
We're
is.
going in
It is.
circles. We're going in circles. We're going in
His
circles.
numbers right now
I want
are
Bobby
lining
to know
with
this.
that.
That's
I want
true.
Bobby
That's
to know
true.
this, though.
That's
I
true.
want Bobby
That's
to know
true.
this, though.
But
Tim
right
Duncan-
now, currently it's 6. It's
Tim
not
Duncan
10.
entered his.
You need
Tim
to stop
Duncan
lying to
came-
people. Stop telling
Tim-
them it's 10. It's 6.
It's 10.
I
It's
think
10.
it's 10.
Tim
I think it's
Duncan,
10.
Tim
Nah, it's
Duncan
not.
came into the league in his prime because I think his first and
He was
second
like
year he was
20.
playing at all NBA level. I know but he was playing at the best version of himself for his career. It's not an
I
age
said,
thing.
yeah, Timmy first 8 years in the league was definitely like the best of Tim Duncan that we was ever going. Anytime after that, he was basically like, all right, playing as team, playing role, anchor.
Moving on. By the way, we have almost 600 people in here. Only 92 likes. The math ain't mathin'. Make sure you pay the entry fee. Hit that like button. Make sure you also hit that subscribe button if you are new here to the Players' Choice YouTube channel. Football Breakdown said, Dub, not very smart, man. Did you play sports? First of all, Dub is
I love
smart.
him.
He's
Come on,
just
man.
stubborn.
Leave Dub, man.
He's
Leave
just
Dub.
stubborn.
Leave
There's
Dub
a
alone,
difference.
man.
He's
I ain't gonna let
he's
nobody
He's just
come at
stubborn.
Dub too much, man. Like outside, man. I ain't gonna do that.
God Serena, Dub, bro, you keep jumping off the cliff. It's a fun cliff to
Hey,
jump
jump,
off.
man. I'm jumping with him.
Grande
I don't
Jones.
think he
I got
jumped.
the
I think he accidentally,
the bungee
I think he
cord.
accidentally slipped and fell.
Grande Jones said Dennis Rodman was 200 pounds and wasn't getting bullied.
Nah, that's ramen different though.
Charles Dodson. Damn, Dub, are you going to really die on this hill?
I'm riding and I'm dying.
Yo, leave Dub
He
alone,
already
man.
died. He's dead on
Dub-
that hill.
Dub
Or-
is
or- or-
responsible.
or-
Like, if it wasn't for Dub and Ron, man, like my name wouldn't even be out here. So, man, like I'm all on Dub. Dub, I ain't gonna argue on Kareem. Don't argue me on Steph, please, bro. Because I need to let them know
real quick,
that they out of
Leaf.
line.
Real quick,
What's up?
Leaf. Let me tell you something, brother. Just because somebody put on for you, don't ride with them to the end. All
Why
right,
not?
so when your man's is wrong, you
Oh man!
Whoa,
Wait,
what happened
to Bobby?
Who did that?
I don't know.
Bobby got sniped?
Ron, was that you?
Man, my hands is back here.
Okay.
Hey, he was on to something good. I was
He was about to start cooking.
Go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead.
When I'm giving some game,
He ethered
don't
himself.
kick me out. All right.
Tyson Thomas actually gave a good definition. I like this definition for prime. Tyson Thomas, also a member of YouTube Players' Choice YouTube channel. Prime is when your athleticism and your basketball knowledge match. So when you come into the league, you have athleticism but not knowledge. When you're old, you have knowledge but lose athleticism. That's not a bad definition. When those
Not a
line
bad
up,
definition, but I don't think that's the right definition. I think the right definition.
I think you could-
is like
you could have several
like,
definitions.
What are the years where you've been like where you've been in a conversation for like the guy?
I don't, but that's not an individual's prime because you will never talk about a guy who is top 100. He's like 90 to 100, and he can still have a prime. So that's why that doesn't matter.
So would you say?
You know what I'm saying?
So would you say that was Steph peak?
What do you mean?
Like
Steph's
in
peak
terms
was
of
technically 2016, but he's outmatching that year or
Steph's
pacing that
peak-
year right now. So
Steph's
it's like,
peak
is he peaking twice? Did he peak in 2016? Now he's peaking again.
I'm asking y'all, man. Like I'm like because we gotta decipher the difference between peak and prime, bro. Like so.
Mars,
At this
let
point,
Mars do
Go
it.
ahead, Mars. You
Go ahead,
take
Mars.
this one.
You're
I
the
don't
smartest
think
one
I
in here.
have the answer just for me.
Well, you have a good answer though.
Peak for me is your absolute apex, the best you ever were. So I think of it as a mountain. You got the apex, so the top of the mountain, that's your peak. and then you got about 80% on the way up the mountain and 80% back down the mountain, the two sides of the mountain, like where the snow bit is on the mountain when you see drawings. That's all of that going up and back down. That's the prime. And then everything beyond that is just out of your prime. That's how I would view it.
For all you visual learners, very well described by Mars there.
Yo, but
Mars, that's pretty well described.
Mars, do you think does Steph have 2 mountain peaks at this point? Or do you think it went up and then it kind of came down a little bit, and then but that'd be 2 peaks? So
no, I think some mountains just have a flat top. I think Steph reached his peak and it's just been steady, and he hasn't gone on the backslide yet.
He just been maintaining that. But
so
he hasn't gone on the downturn.
So Mars, I have a question. Then can you, if your peak, can it last multiple years?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
go
I
ahead.
don't like single year peaks because then you get outliers.
Here's the thing. Ron,
go ahead, Leaf.
Here's the thing, Ron. Like the best version we seen in peak, the best version we seen in Steph, just 30 points and 50, 40, 90, whatever, like all the stuff that we want to hang him on.
Yeah.
Like he did that 2016, he did that 2021, and now he's doing it now. Neither one of them years the Warriors won a championship. So my thing is just like right now they don't need like peak Steph. They don't need super prime Steph. They don't need like the toppest order Steph. They need him in moments. That's my thing, bro. Like, cause right now they need a damn bench.
But that doesn't more so speak on Steph's abilities, more so as what they need as a team.
Well, it kind of ties in because this is the way we look at it, bro. Like, if you're doing this, if you dropping 30, 50 and or for 50, 40, 90 splits and only 2 turnovers, how the hell is the damn team 13 and 13 or whatever and barely leaking at 500? This is how we look at it, because 20 years later we're gonna look at it that way. Like, only to our eyes we see what's going on, but 20 years later we're gonna look at it that way. They're gonna be like, yo, Steph was averaging 32 and they didn't even make the playoffs.
There's a lot of missing context here.
It is a lot of missing context, but I'm telling you how everything is gonna play out as the years go on. Because as the years go on, I don't know if
20 years from now we're gonna go back and nitpick the one season where Steph missed the playoffs. I think people
missing the playoffs in your prime
2 seasons
kind of gets nitpicked. Does kind of get nitpicked.
Yeah, but then you got to look at the whole scenario too. Who was all injured?
They do.
What happened?
They do, but this is why I go back to it. It's a lot of things that's put in place to help Steph win. So we gotta understand.
No, absolutely.
As a player, bro, he could do what he do, but it's a lot of stuff that goes within that. The screen, like if he running off the board, that's because he know the screen is gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? If he going on an ISO, that's because he know he gonna get a big tall dummy and he could lull him to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's the most important part. It's a lot of things that go into helping Steph win. That more so than any other, probably more so than any other superstar.
No.
Listen.
You just explained a team sport. That's all you did.
I really just explained Steph's success, bro. As far as like everybody else in the top 10, you could just give them the ball and say, everybody move out the way, bro.
You don't think you could do that with Steph?
No.
Why not?
Okay, we're moving.
Why not?
No, bro. I don't want to go down this road.
Because everything is systematic. Everything is X's and O's.
So what about when Steph goes ISO in one-on-ones and when he bails them out when the shot clock is at 5 and they have to get a long 3?
That's small. That in terms of how the Warriors, in terms of how Steph and the Warriors' success runs, it's all X's and O's. It's all systematic. It's all screens. It's all legal screens, which nobody don't call. But listen,
to an extent, Leaf's not wrong. Yeah.
To an extent, he's not wrong.
But I disagree. I disagree with the fact that Steph Curry can't take over. Like, can't be a player of that caliber.
You
like,
can't throw the ball to Steph and just tell everybody to move the hell out there.
I think you can. All right, let's move. We're moving. Shout out to Mike James.
Mars know it. That's why he ain't saying nothing.
Okay, we're moving.
I just don't agree with you, and there's no need to argue.
Okay, Rash Sin with the super chat. So in this time to travel scenario, the modern players have all the benefit of learning from the past, but Kareem can't have time to adjust.
Yes. He don't need time to adjust. He's cooking.
All right, we're not getting back into that. Foreign topics. W capital murder cabin. Cam Cobain, Hakeem over Kareem.
Oh wow.
Jace Spades, yellow hoodie hurting the quality of the stream. I disagree. I like Leaf up
no,
here.
It ain't, man. My gold hoodie is platinum, man. Stop that.
Yo, talk that talk, Leaf.
Bars.
Stop that,
Hey,
man.
let him know, Leaf.
Stop that. And my package is in the shitter, man, but I don't even care about it. I'm still rocking.
Gabe said, "Yo, I'm late, but KLK to all y'all. Ron, the future is now, old man."
I mean, hey, look, the future was in the 80s, all right?
That guy Ken. Why does the best player on a team have to be the automatic leader? In parentheses, think KD. If you're not a leader, you're just not a leader. And we've had these conversations several times. Like, just because you're one of the greatest players, and Bob hates this, but just because one of you are the greatest players or the best player on the team does not mean that you are the vocal leader on the team and you're the captain of the ship.
I don't hate it, JD. I fully understand that, but I also feel like if you are the best player on the team and your team is not equipped with a leader, I think it's your responsibility to step up to that plate. Also, once again, there are leadership seminars, and I'm happy to send out people.
Dark ambition with the super chat. If we redrafted the league today, what would your 1 through 5 draft board look like, knowing it's for this season in the future? And I want to clarify, if he's asking if we redrafted the league today, is he saying every single person that's in the league, if they were just in this draft class? Does that make sense? Oh shit!
Can I not drop? Can I not drop?
If that just did everybody, in the league though, that'd be easy.
What happened?
Yeah, ma.
What happened?
That was good. That was good.
Wait, what happened?
If we redrafted the league today, I mean, I think with this super chat, I mean, it's
what is going on? Hold on, wait, what is going on?
What's the clarification?
Hold on. So, with this super chat, I mean, really, I think all it is we're essentially just giving our top 5 players in the NBA, right? If you're redrafting, I mean, unless you're really thinking about like, okay, everyone where they are today and like looking in the future. I mean, that's the only way I would think that we could do this, where it's not picking
Giannis
your top 5
is first,
guys.
and I don't care how everybody else rearrange it, bro. But right now, I don't even care.
Mars, do you have a 1 through 5? And so this would be different than your top 5. Like you're a GM, you see everyone who's in the league right now, and you're picking 5 guys.
And I can't draft Wembanyama.
No, he's not in the league. He's not in the league right now. He's not in the league right now.
I'll cancel this year and then have his rights for the next year.
Okay.
Hey, but we gotta put a little context behind it though. Are we drafted for 2 seasons? Are we drafted for 5 seasons?
No. You're a GM, Ron. Put your GM hat on. Yeah, put your GM hat on. You're drafting. You're drafting for this season and the future.
Giannis is 1, then LUCRA, then Tatum, then.
Go ahead and say Steph, man. Everybody know you're gonna say it.
I don't think Steph gets.
And he's 6'4".
Yeah, I don't think he gets drafted in this.
You say
Giannis, Luka, Tatum.
Say Zion.
Jokic is a center who can't play great defense. I don't think he goes top 3. Probably goes 4th.
Yeah, because you already said Tatum, Luka, and Giannis, so then Jokic would be 4th.
And then
right?
5th, Ja Morant, probably. Actually, no, I don't want to take any guards.
You took Luka.
He's 6'8".
Luka's a small forward who plays point guard.
Yeah. He's 6'2".
Yeah. Luka is a big body. JD, you should apply for the Dallas Mavericks GM, by the way. But they don't know what the hell they doing.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
It's not their fault. Nobody wants to play with Luka.
Okay.
Nah, we ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna disrespect Luka just yet, man. I'm gonna give him another 4 years, then I'm gonna start disrespecting him.
Oh my God! So you are just a hater. Jimmy Two Shoes with the super chat. Bobby dressed for his debut on Love and Hip Hop.
Nah, that was fun.
Bobby has a wonderful family. He will be an amazing.
Almost stuff on my sandwich, bro. Like, yeah, man.
YVN deal 080. The give him the ball and win argument is the dumbest of all time.
Is it?
Did I miss that?
It's that Steph can't get it done if you just give him the ball.
Oh, okay.
Get your hand.
You kicked me out and fucked up my Wi-Fi.
Well,
I was my Wi-Fi been fucked up too, so that's karma.
Well, quick response to that. The only reason why I said that is because, like, when we go look at the top 10 outside of Curry, most of them players, that's what they did. When you gave them the ball down the stretch in the stretching games, I'm talking about for like a half or a quarter. It was to get the hell out of it. Was damn the X's and O's. Give me the ball. Yeah, everybody else move out the way. And they went and got it done most of the time. So
we know what you meant. Still think it's.
And Steph doesn't do it, by the way.
Get your head out of my pocket. Said, how do I get on and teach y'all about basketball? Pull up on Fridays, every Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel. Open Gym with Mars, Dub and Mars. You can go debate on there. Get on
now, and he could get these hands, man. Straight up.
All right, let's get into the topic of the hour. Pelicans Suns. Pelicans beat the Suns 128-117. Zion Williamson with a 35 piece, and then breaks an unwritten rule.
No, he didn't.
Of basketball with a 360 windmill at the end of the game. So here's this is what Campaign said, and I cannot wait to call out this hypocrisy. Campaign, the game was pretty much over, and they just kept playing. I felt like there was just no sportsmanship, and we don't really like that. We do the right thing. I felt like they should have done the right thing, and they didn't. We didn't take it well, and we don't like to lose either. The game was over. No shot clock. They can hold the ball. So, Campaign, I have some news for you, and maybe you have short-term memory loss, or maybe because you got obliterated in the playoffs last year, you just forgot about this moment. I don't know, because you just never do this, right? Yep. But last year, Game 5, Western Conference semifinals against the Mavs, under 10 seconds left. There was 8 point something.
6 seconds left.
He's crossing half court, and he wants to start getting busy on the left wing. He gets stopped trying to drive to the rim, and then dishes it to Biyombo at the rim for a layup and one. He missed the layup, but he went to the free throw line, and I think he ended up making the 2 free throws. They won. They were up at this time 108-80. They were almost up 30 points.
See, God don't like ugly. See, now you see what's going on here, man. Like God don't like ugly, bro. And you know what that is? Chris Paul. That's Chris Paul. I type ish right there, and I'm gonna excuse my language on it. Now, Damian Lillard had a similar story where he was a rookie, and he was a rookie, and he was playing against Chris Paul. And Chris Paul had took a shot. Like he was like, "Yo, I thought he was holding the ball." He was like, "Yo, they got to play defense." And then Dame did it a couple of years later, or whatever, so many years later, or whatever. And then Chris Paul had a problem with it. This is Chris Paul trying to be up here and trying to have everybody else down here. That's what that is, bro. Like that's all it ever is. People got to understand, man. Like since Chris Paul got the whole NBA PA. Players Association thing or whatever, like he been trying to use his range. That's the thing about it. That's one of the things I don't like about Chris Paul. And he a snitch. So I like that's
how he a snitch. He a snitch,
bro. Who you think ratted on Rashawn Holmes in the bubble, bro, when he was trying to get some food? You don't remember that?
You think it was CP3?
Of course it was CP3.
Why was it CP3?
Of course it was CP3. They talking about a unanimous hotline. That was nothing but Chris Paul fault, bro. Trust me.
He was either making the call or taking the calls.
No, he was making and taking the call. Yes, he was.
Leave you calling him a snitch with no paperwork, bro. That's
exactly what that is. At first, I thought he was gonna be like,
we know.
I'm not gonna lie, Leaf. I thought you was gonna be like, I thought you was like, he was the one that leaked Rachel Nichols and Jimmy Butler, bro.
He might have done that too.
Bob, don't do that, bro. You know he a rat, man. Stop it.
Dub, you know how you just mentioned karma?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Kanye snitched on him.
Wait, but how do you guys feel about this? Because I'm looking at it like this is home crowd. They got sent home by the Suns last season. It's Zion Williamson. It's not Jose Alvarado running down the court and laying the ball in. It's Zion Williamson hitting the home crowd with a 360 windmill. Not what Campaign was going to try and do last season, where he was going to try and drive to the rack with a left-handed layup.
This explains. My bad. This explains what I've been trying to tell Mars for the past week. The New Orleans Pelicans, and I said it in the super chat, and I'm gonna say it again right here live. The New Orleans Pelicans are winning the West. No disrespect to you, Bobby.
Huh? What happened to the Jazz?
The Jazz is going to Western Conference Finals. Don't worry about that.
You don't got to down that hill.
They are. Trust me, bro. They are. They're going to be there. Listen, no disrespect to Bobby. I like the way the Kings is playing. I was going to pick them as my sleeper team before the season started. They actually doing a lot of great things out there. Dallas, I think JD need to apply for the coaching job or something because I don't know what they
Yo. We're talking about the Pelicans. Why are you bringing up them? What's wrong with you?
Because you in the West. I got to send the shots everywhere. So here's the thing. The Pelicans, I don't see no holes on their roster. Like everywhere, like they got 3-and-D players. They got role players are getting confidence game after game after game after game. And they all playing off of like Zion. The point Zion thing is so real because like he's controlling. I tried to say this. Ron, you couldn't have been more righter.
I tried to tell y'all.
You couldn't have been more righter. And now that they putting the ball in his hands, his numbers don't jump on the sheet, but that just shows you how much team basketball that they actually playing. Mind you, they don't have Herb Jones. They just got CJ back, and they don't have BI. And Zion is doing this. My thing is, it's like, without Zion last year, they was about to beat up on the sorry ass Phoenix Suns, who I thought was sorry since they lost the damn championship to Milwaukee, and they got walked down 4 games in a row. They got a gentleman's sweep. So my thing is like, as far as the Western Conference goes, if the Warriors and if the usual suspects in the West don't get their mind right, bro, the Pelicans are running off with this. There's no talking about it. Nothing.
I like the Pelicans a lot. I like them a whole lot. But as far as that goes, that dunk the other night, I'm like you said, Lee, God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of cute either. The thing about it is, if the Suns and the Pelicans, they don't like each other. They haven't liked each other since last year. Zion just got back. He's in front of his home crowd. I for one never respected that rule. Like, if you're losing, dribble the ball out. Like, what's 2 more points gonna hurt you? Especially in front of his home crowd. Zion just back. I like that. I love what he did. I don't think he should apologize. I don't even think it should be that big of a deal. Like, I hate that shit. Like,
I don't love what he did. I love the fact that he did it to the Suns.
I love it against anybody. I don't care who you playing against. If you don't want me to go do I can't do no 360 windmill anyway. But if you don't want me to go, get a bucket at the end of the game, it's simple as this: don't lose.
Nah, we all could do.
Just don't lose.
Everybody in here could do a 360 windmill. We just gotta have the rim.
This ain't baseball. This ain't no gentleman sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not here to make you go home happy. So I don't even think that whole situation should have been a big deal. The only thing that made it a big deal was the Suns pushing up on the Pelicans like they wanted to fight or something. Like, that shit was corny. But
and we all know Chris Paul is soft.
Ron, how do you feel about that rule?
First off, because it's not actually a rule, it's an unwritten rule. So
right.
Some unwritten rules is just like, that's a relic of the past, and we just need to move on from that. But more so, the reason why I do like this, and I don't think it's that big of a deal, is because kind of how you guys stated on it. Dude is at home in front of his fans. So it's like, put on a show for him. Like, these people, you got to understand, because the NBA is so big on showmanship. They're so big on selling tickets. They're so big on these dudes that are box office, right? Zion is one of those players. It's like people paid $400 tickets for that game that had never come to a game ever again. It's kids that went to that one game in their life, and they'll be able to say, hey, I got to see Zion do a 360 windmill.
Right.
Yes, it was at the end of the game, but I got to see it. So that's why I liked it, because it's fans that only get that experience once in a lifetime. And even for the season ticket holders, put on a show for them. I'm like, if I'm playing against or in my home stadium and I get a chance to do something for my fans to get them on their feet, by all means do that.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see that 360 windmill, man, while the game was going on, because that's one of the reasons why Vince was.
The game was going on.
Yeah, the game was still going on.
I mean, like a meaningful bucket. That's what I mean. Like,
that would never be a meaningful bucket. That only comes out when you're mopping the floor with the other team.
Or when you got a fast break, when you got a leak out.
Bro, there's a difference. If he came down and stopped at the 3-point line and pulled a 3, then okay, I could see where you're like, come on, like, what are we doing? Like, at least go dunk it.
Really trying to get this.
At least go dunk it. And bro, he just Yeah, come on.
You know what happened that same night that's not getting talked about? The same exact thing happened.
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy
I
Gobert
was just going to get to that. But before we get to that, because I want to talk about the Pelicans still, I want to know if they're a dark horse to make it to the NBA Finals, make it out the West.
The Pelicans? Yes.
Yeah.
They pass a dark horse, man. They are the horse.
I'm not gonna say they are the horse, but nobody wants to play the Pelicans. That includes the Warriors. That includes the Clippers. Nobody wants to play the Pelicans.
Nobody, because you're gonna have to play against strength, and then you basically got Zion just running through your whole six, like the Wolves basically, and it's I don't understand what's like. Like Zion is about to run through this league something crazy, man. Like I'm certain of it, and I've never been more certain of it. Like at least before Vic get here, and they might have a chance to get Vic in the draft.
Leaf, he's too big. He can't stay off the injury table. Hey, Leaf. He can't shoot. He can't shoot.
He ain't got a right hand.
That's one thing about Zion.
He ain't got a right hand.
He don't play no defense.
I've been saying for a while though, he real heavy to be up in the air like that. Like his ankles and knees, I don't know if they can sustain that. I hope they do. I never want anybody to be injured. But a guy that size, bro, jumping that high,
that is true.
That landing on those knees and ankles, bro, that's a lot of
look,
there, bro.
The day I gave up on basketball, bro, is when I seen somebody his size or like around low size moving the same speed as I'm moving. I'm like, nah, this ain't supposed to be happening. The Legend of Winning.
I ain't see that. So you see me the clip. Yeah, I ain't see nobody that big move like that.
You ain't see nobody moving. All right, you be surprised you get on the court with some heavy dudes. They agile and they can move their weight around, bro. Like, and it's like, and if you got small frames like me or like even like a slim,
like Kareem. So Kareem wouldn't be able to get a bucket on him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so the Pels and the Suns actually do play in 2 hours from now.
Ooh.
They play today at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, which I feel like this is a perfect time to discuss a potential LUCRA contest for us in the viewers. I would like to propose a Zion Williamson Devin Booker points contest.
I'm not proposing that.
Player's choice. We want Zion. We want Zion.
Book is out. Is Book not playing?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but Devin Booker's out. Yeah.
That's
so, yeah. We gotta go to another game. Yeah.
What happened?
Sorry, JD.
Can we take Jose Alvarado, more assists than CP3?
All right, come on now. Come
Nah,
on
we'll
now.
take that. I'll take
Come
that.
on now.
I'll take
Come
that.
on now.
Is CP3 playing?
Come on now.
I mean, I think he should be. But yo,
Let's
another
see.
thing too. I want to talk about Jose though. Jose, all right, for real. Hey, Jose really got some game on him. Like,
Making a name for himself and like as a role player in this league, man. Like, and already like with him, Trey Murphy III. They still don't have Herb Jones, who old head Chilltown is always raving about.
Yeah, Herb nice.
Bi, Najee Marshall is giving you good minutes.
Najee cool.
Jackson Ellis is in and out of the lineup. He could give you something. Larry Nance could give you something. Like, yo, they are deep as hell, man. I pray for whoever got to face them in the 7-game series.
We smoking there.
Bro, let's
smoking them. I believe in the Kings. I believe in Sacramento.
I
believe in Sacramento.
Y'all don't
I believe in Sacramento. I ain't gonna lie. They got shit.
Can we do
Sacramento? I do.
Wait,
But y'all ain't fucking with the Pelicans, bro. Like, stop that.
We don't want it with the Celtics. That's it, though.
Y'all don't want it with Utah neither.
Yo, what's a good one then? Because I want to make something for the Suns Pels game because I like this. I like the rematch. I like the controversy.
Still got DeAndre Ayton, right?
Can we take Jose Alvarado scoring more than DeAndre Ayton?
Come on now. All right, come on now.
Why not?
I want Jose scoring over Chris Paul. Jose seemed to turn up every time they play against Chris Paul.
Every time.
I like that. All right,
yeah.
if Chris Paul is playing, then set that up, Ron. Put that up for everyone
I'm
to take.
taking anything again.
Send the contest.
Chris Paul.
Send the contest.
I'm taking the last dude off the bench against Chris Paul, man.
Chris Paul had 24 their last game.
And he still washed.
Alvarado had 20 though.
Exactly. All right, let's go. Jose Alvarado, CP3. Boom, lock it in. All right.
Hey, JD. Oh, never mind. Go ahead. My bad.
I was just going to say, speaking of unwritten rules, Ron was getting to this. Rudy Gobert breaking the unwritten rule against Minnesota. Again, don't know that we really care about this. And, hey, bro,
Minnesota?
it's against Utah, his former team. This is his first time back in Utah. First time back in Utah since the trade, and bro, I'm here for this. Like, hey, I'm back.
And I didn't see this. I didn't see because I watch a lot of Utah games. I didn't see this. Hold on. I didn't see that. What happened?
End of the game, he just got the ball at the rim and laid it up.
That's start crying about that.
What,
They started
Minnesota
crying.
won? Minnesota
Malik
won
Beasley
it?
was mad.
Minnesota won that game?
Yeah, they won 118 to 108.
Of course they won. They're playing the Jazz.
Nah, stop that. Stop doing that. You know the Jazz is like that, bro.
Jazz
All
are
right.
the 9 seed right now. That's tough.
I want to talk
They'll
about.
be back up.
I want to talk about Golden State, Boston. Golden State
Thank you.
winning 123-107. Splash Bros combining for 66. This was
Can we
a
talk about
classic
Jayson
Splash
Tatum's
Bros.
Klay
Please
Thompson.
go ahead.
How Jaylen Brown be having to carry JT?
Go ahead, Bobby.
So I think last night was a perfect example of what I would talk about. Sometimes the lights just get a little too bright for JT. Sometimes he needs to put shades on. And I think
Yeah.
last night maybe he should have put some shades on because
You absolutely right.
once I said, like I said last on Wednesday, there's a thing I call disappearability. If your disappearability level is a little too high, you know things like this happen. Jaylen Brown showed up like he's supposed to. He needs their best player to have his back sometimes. And most of the time, and once again, most of the time JT gets busy. But there's certain guys, certain times where it's just like, bro, you're physically, we can physically see that you're scared. And a lot of people be denying it, like, oh no, JT, he's this, he's that, just because every once in a while he comes and drops 46. Like, that's big. JT is a very good player. If JT wasn't as good as he is, I wouldn't make such a big deal about his disappearability being so high. If he was just a regular everyday player, I wouldn't even bring it up. But the fact that he just don't got that big dog in him, and that's all I'm saying. I want JT to realize like he's really that guy, and he don't got nothing to be scared of. I don't know what it is. It might be some type of mental lapse. I'm not sure, but JB don't got that in him. JB he coming to kill. He came at Steph and Klay last night. He went at Jimmy Butler the other night. He just didn't have JT there with him.
Bobby, I 100% agree with you. And the disappearability, I'm gonna start using that word. That's some new shit I use. I'm gonna start using it. So, and that's the one thing I get on Jayson Tatum about, because when it's time for them to do big things and big games in the playoffs, and when they make deep runs, he start to settle and start playing a little bit too much light skin for me, man. No offense to you, Dub. Like that, I mean, like that. You know, Dub and Klay Thompson, only two light skinned people I approve of. So that like JT, bro, like to me, bro, like he start to settle. He don't start attacking. He start falling. All right, jump shot. I can't get down there, bro. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So with Jayson Tatum, you absolutely right, Bobby, man. I 100% agree on that. For real.
What did you say?
I said you and Klay Thompson are the only two light-skinned people I approve of.
I appreciate it. I'm Puerto Rican though.
Nah, no, but you still fit in the light-skinned category. And you got the full Velcro beard and everything, bro. I'm like, all right.
What in the world? Mars, how do you feel about Bobby's Jayson Tatum?
That's the light-skinned faces they be doing there?
Yeah,
I think Jayson Tatum just had a bad game. That's it. He just had a bad game. Shots that he normally makes weren't falling. Missed a couple bunnies around the rim. It happens. Like, I'm not overreacting.
Chat's spamming, and they want to know, is Klay still washed?
No. Klay's presence speaks for itself.
I don't recall saying he was washed. He's still not the Klay Thompson he was. He's still not very good.
Of course not. Of course not. But whether he's shooting 33%, 43%, or 3%, he's still a threat on the court. It's not like you're gonna leave him open. It's not like they're gonna. It's not like you're gonna self check him.
Him being out there anywhere on the 3-point line, he's having an impact on the game because you have to close out on him. He makes the defense move, even if he doesn't shoot the ball or if he doesn't make the shot. If you have to close out on him, then that lets him swing the ball. It makes the defense move, and that's what basketball is about, movement. So, I mean, he's not the same Klay he was. I mean, injuries are pushing him a little out of his prime a little early, but I mean, when he's on the floor, he has an impact just by being there. That's
one of the dudes, man. I wish he had his own team, bro. I really did. I wish he really did have his own, like I wish he was the go-to player of like his own team, man.
Why? Just see what he would look like in that role.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I really.
No one
watches lottery teams. No one watches lottery teams. No one's.
But Mars, you can build a good team around Klay.
You definitely can.
You can do that. And then
Mars, you watch the Rockets.
Not right now.
Yeah,
not right now.
Not many people.
Not right now.
Not right now.
From 2015 to 2019, from 2015 to Game 6 in 2019, you could build a team around Klay. I'm certain of it.
They might not have been championship contenders, but they could have made a second round exit, and they would have been a good team.
I would have loved to see what he looked
with
like.
Klay being their best player. They could have.
I would have loved to see Klay Thompson as the number one option.
Now, obviously, it's not like it's just Klay and a bunch of role players. You're gonna need a co-star as well. You might need two co-stars.
Definitely.
You're gonna need some defense. You're gonna need a good point guard that can get him the ball. But I mean, Klay on his own team would have been up though.
Definitely, I would have loved to see that, man. Time just passed.
People don't give Klay enough respect for the championships they won, bro. Game 6 Klay a real thing, Mars. You gonna stop disrespecting him like that, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
What championships did we win because of Game
2016?
6 Klay? We lost.
2016
they lost.
2016.
We lost.
Y'all would have. Y'all.
No, we lost. 2018 finals. He was trash.
2018.
So you think 2018 against the Rockets, Game 6, is why we won the championship?
100%.
I mean, what happens if y'all don't win that Game 6?
Y'all don't win that game.
What happens if y'all don't win that game?
That's fine. That's fine. That just goes to show the KD Warriors were beatable. That's fine.
I agree though. I think they were beatable. I hate that narrative. People saying
nobody beat them.
Wait. You said the KD Warriors were beatable?
Nah, we're not doing this again. We've done this 3 shows already.
Unbeatable and undefeated aren't the same thing. A team can be
before or
after
Kawhi injury.
That means every team that won a championship is unbeatable.
They didn't get beat.
Wait.
So you think the Warriors last year were unbeatable?
Mars.
They didn't get beat.
So you think the Warriors last year were unbeatable?
Nobody beat them.
Bob, you don't have to die on this hill. You don't have to die on this hill.
I'm just saying, like, yo,
just say the Warriors last year. Just say the Warriors last year were an unbeatable team.
See what happened. What happened, JD, is Dub clipped the part of the clip to make it look like I was saying.
I don't edit these videos. I don't edit it.
I just want you to say the Warriors last year were unbeatable. That's what I want you to say.
All I'm saying is that nobody beat them.
Okay, and I want you to say they were unbeatable. So do you think they
were unbeatable? All I gotta say.
I'm asking you. Were they unbeatable? So why can't you answer?
I'm saying that nobody beat them.
Okay, and that's not my question. Were they unbeatable?
That's my answer.
I'll answer it.
Nobody beat
they weren't unbeatable because they didn't play a team that could actually beat them.
Okay, so unbeatable and undefeated aren't the same thing.
How do we know they're unbeatable if nobody beat them? I'm saying
all four.
Because you don't play every team in the NBA in the playoffs. You play the teams you play, so that doesn't mean you are unbeatable.
I think it was only one team last year that I could definitively say would have beat the Warriors with no, and I don't think twice.
Two.
And that's the Bucks. But Chris Middleton wasn't there, so without Chris Middleton, I think the Warriors are unbeatable last year.
Nah, I'm saying 2.
Who's the second team?
Phoenix.
Oh.
Leaf.
They would have beat them. They would have beat them.
Leaf.
They would have beat them.
You said last year?
Come on,
last year. Even though LUCRA ran a train on them, but like they would have beat. Listen, they would have beat.
Chris Paul has never had success against. Yeah, Chris Paul's never. I'm not even talking about Chris Paul's resume. I'm just talking about strictly against Steph Curry.
Don't say he's never had.
He beat him in 2014.
No, don't do that bullshit. Don't do that.
Steph Curry sees Chris Paul.
Hold
and sees a blow up door.
Wait,
you know what a blow up door is?
Ron, that's crazy.
Let me get this off.
Go ahead.
They problem. You know what the problem was when the Warriors faced Phoenix all last year? They put Curry on Devin Booker, which was not that's not what you do. Like, that's my whole thing. And then Chris Paul roam around. Chris Paul didn't really have to guard when they was at their highest strength. But then when they faced Dallas, bro, like the thing is, Luka operate on all 3 levels, so he was able to pick anything they did defensively apart. So my thing is what you talking about, the Warriors?
Yeah, I'm talking about why we talking about hypotheticals. Nobody beat him. Y'all talking about what could have happened, what should have happened.
Nah,
what
you're
would
right.
have
You're right.
happened.
You're
I think
right.
you're just using.
You're
I just
right.
think you're using the word unbeatable.
You're right.
wrong.
I'm not going to use hypotheticals, bro. But I will use facts. All four of the Warriors championships have a major injury, or all championship runs. All them championship runs have a major
Ronald McDonald, I have
What's up,
some
Devin
information for you.
Talk to me.
Since you're just gonna lie to people. Oh yeah.
You're gonna go back to that one series.
Wait, Ron.
You're gonna go all the way back to that
Ron.
one series.
Wait,
Come on.
Ron.
Hey, you're gonna die twice today.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Wait, Ron.
You were resurrected and you will die
Let me
again.
tell you what happened. Let's do a refresher. Because I know you love talking about the postseason. I know you love doing that. They played each other twice in the postseason their whole entire careers.
2014, 2018, right?
Thank you.
Well, 2019 as well. He was there.
2019. Yeah. So 3 times. 2019, Stephen Curry beat him 100%. 2013, Chris Paul beat Stephen Curry.
2014.
Then in 2018, Stephen Curry with Kevin Durant needed Chris Paul to get hurt in order to beat the fucking Houston Rockets. On top of that, Stephen Curry had 2 out of the 3 best games in that series when Chris Paul wasn't there. That goes to show you that you saying that Steph Curry just owned this dude is not true at all. He didn't own
Not
this
just
dude,
Steph. There's a
especially
lot
in the
of cats that own
postseason.
him. Dame Lillard.
You could say
Steph
Dame.
Yeah,
but
They share ownership.
Steph
Chris
doesn't
Paul's like
own
a
that.
timeshare.
Steph
Chris Paul's a timeshare.
isn't one of them.
I would think Chris Paul would be getting owned in his late 30s, bro. Like, I mean, not the Jesus.
Late
son.
30s,
The fact that he was at an
30s.
older
Not
age,
too much better.
actually being so impactful, where Stephen Curry was having some of his the worst games in their series because Chris Paul was playing great defense on him. On top of him, shimmy on his bitch ass. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. You're not gonna say Steph was over here owning him. Like, what are we
Is that true?
doing?
So what?
Ever since the
KD got
day-
hurt in game 5?
I think we need to be honest about who Steph really is, man. Like,
Yeah,
Oh boy.
Ever since the day Steph Curry, ever
We
since
gotta
the
be
day
honest,
Steph Curry
bro, about
made
what we
Chris Paul
see.
touch the floor,
That
Chris
he
Paul
was
hasn't
on
been
his
able to-
foot.
You
He
talking
stepped
about,
on
you talking
his
about that
foot.
one- you talking about
I
He
never
stepped
said what
on
happened.
his
All
foot.
I said is he touched
stepped
the
on-
floor. I don't
That's
know
so
if he
annoying,
broke his ankle. I
Why
don't
do
know if
y'all
he stepped
do
on his
that?
foot. I don't
Why
know if
do
it was a
y'all
wet
do
spot
that?
on the
Ron,
floor.
hold
He
up.
I
stepped
just
on
I
Did he
just
make
know
him
his
touch the
palm
floor?
touched the floor. I just know his
Did he
palm
make him
touched the
touch the
floor.
floor, bro, or did was that one of them circumstances where
He
Chris
was
Paul just ran?
Chris Paul was guarding Steph Curry.
Was he?
Steph Curry snatched back, and Chris Paul touched the
Was
floor.
playing
Let me
That's
ask
all
you
I
this.
know.
Let me ask you
That's
this,
all I
Ron.
know.
When LeBron James
Talking
did
about
the
one
behind
move.
the back between the legs, do you really sit here and was like, "Dang, LeBron, you really did some magician shit," or you was like, "LeBron didn't mean to do that, but that was fire that happened"?
I mean, it happened. That's all I know.
Get out of
same-
here!
same-
bro.
I
What are
seen
you
it
talking
happen.
about?
That's all I know.
He stepped on his foot, bro.
The thing about it is either way, if he stepped on his foot or not, a lot of times when people touch earth, they be embarrassed, like, oh my god. So it's a psychological thing, like, you know.
It is.
Yo, Bob,
it is.
Bob, have you ever felt embarrassed on the basketball court, like if you fell or got dunked on or anything? Or your shot blocked?
I don't
Ever.
really get embarrassed on the,
Ever.
I take basketball too serious. I'll trap you. I'll trap you in open gym. So I don't really get embarrassed. I take basketball way too serious. But
It's not. It's really not embarrassing. Like people just hype it up. It's like it's
It is.
whatever. It's a
I'm like-
moment in time.
I
So
try
let me
to
ask y'all
block
this.
everything. So
Bobby don't strike me as the type of person to get caught lacking on the
like
basketball.
like this.
I
Like,
mean, I'll
one
dunk on
time-
Bobby,
One
but-
time, Justin Holiday.
Ron look like he got a
one
40-inch
time,
vert, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro.
Look,
Ron
so
looked like
look,
he had dunked on somebody.
JD, we was playing
38.
in LA in
38?
AAU, and Justin Holiday caught a crazy tip dunk on me. I turned around and it was like his kneecaps was in my face and shit. I wasn't tripping though. I'm like, bro. Like,
So is that what we're calling it? We're referring to it as kneecaps now?
yeah, I didn't want to say, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, bro, that shit happens.
Caught
Like,
you with one of them,
I try to get every rebound. I try to block every shot. I try to
Facts.
guard every
Yeah,
player. So it happens.
So if you get caught lacking, then you know why it happened. Then
shit, because I'm just not
Because
gonna.
you're
watch.
working.
I'm not on the defensive
Gotcha.
end just looking around.
Bro, it's
you know
like
what I'm
Giannis.
saying?
Look at Giannis. He doesn't care if he gets dunked on. It's silly. It's
Yeah,
silly
Jalen-
to like
how many
play
God, I want to address this.
play cautious because you think you're gonna get embarrassed. Like that's dumb.
I
Hey
wanna
JD, how many
address
times has
this.
Jalen Brown
I
dunked on
wanna
Giannis? Like
address
6
this.
times.
Bro, Giannis gets dunked on so much.
I wanna address this.
Giannis did get yacked on
address
by
this so bad,
Dinwiddie, bro. That was a little bit embarrassing.
Because
Go ahead,
people
Deb.
love bringing up. People love bringing up. Oh well, what happened next year with the Houston Rockets? What happened next year? If y'all don't remember, let's do another refresher. Trevor Ariza played great. He played good defense on Kevin Durant, which helped them and catapulted them to being up 3-2 against that Golden State Warriors team. And guess what happened the very next year? Trevor Ariza wasn't there, and they still went to 6 games. If you don't know how basketball works, just say that, because basketball comes down to even role players being a crucial part on why you win and why you lose.
But
the fact that they went to Game 6 without a guy like.
That's the smartest thing you ever said, Doug.
Yeah, but then you have to talk about in 2018, Andre Iguodala and he paid like
the
3.
smartest thing I ever said was Kareem was a fraud.
But nah. I ain't going with that. But Dub, yeah. All right, hold on. But Dub, you gotta remember, yeah, she calling me. But Dub, you gotta remember, when you do that, you know that people gonna say like the Warriors won 6 straight games once Kevin Durant went down. So you already know that argument is coming. So like, I mean, look, just giving you the.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? 6 straight games when Kevin Durant went down.
They won 2 in a row against Houston and swept Portland. So
and swept Portland, yeah, and then on their way to Toronto.
God, that's just because I thought that the Golden State Warriors was just a good team to be able to sustain that. I mean, when we talk about the Houston Rockets, right? Because it was only one against that series. I believe it was only 1 game. Kevin Durant got hurt in Game 5, and then Game 6 they closed out Game 6. Correct? Because I think KD. Let me double check that.
I'll hit some super chats while you're checking this, unless you got it.
I actually got it right here. Let me check.
I don't know why we talk about this. It's so many playoff series we could talk about, but we always come back to the Rockets.
Hold up. Wait, Ron. Because Kevin Durant played 32 minutes in that game. He had 22 points. And he was 8 for 18. So, yes, he played in Game 5. They won the game. Then in Game 6. And then they went and swept the Portland Trailblazers. And the reason, I think we all know the Portland Trailblazers is a terrible matchup for them to go up against the Warriors because they're not a defensive team.
Why do we all
So
know
Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson can just run it up on those guys because they don't have any defensive stoppers to contain them, while the Portland Trailblazers, the Golden State Warriors, has answers for CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard with like Andrew Iguodala or Draymond Green. They could throw some guys on them. Well, the Portland Trailblazers have nobody. So, yeah, that's why they swept them. The matchup was just better.
Just like Jaylen Brown's better than Jayson Tatum?
Huh?
Just like Jaylen Brown is better than Jayson Tatum. I'm just going back to the Boston versus Warriors game.
All right. We're going to hit these super chats. Gabe sent super chat, said CP0 rings. Could have dribbled the ball out, but shot it anyways. Hit 44. Ingram hates CP3 with a passion. Jace Spades, worst team to win a chip in 2012-2022. That's tough.
The Bucks.
Really?
No, last year's Warriors.
It's the Bucks or the Warriors. It's one of them. It's the Bucks or the Warriors.
Which one, Mars? Last year, Mars? Last year's Warriors team?
2015.
I'll go with the 2015 Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's the Bucks or the Warriors. No another team is really close to them in my opinion.
Okay. What you're saying, they're the worst ever, or worse than what was the question in the last?
Worst of the last 10 years.
It got to be the Bucks or the Warriors. It has to be. The Spurs was fire. Heat was fire.
The Spurs are damn near top 3.
Yeah, 2019 Raptors. Even though KD and them got hurt, that was a great team.
Are the Mavericks in there?
No, 2011. Ron, don't ever try to do that. What is wrong with you?
I was about to say, because if so, they're for sure number 1.
What's wrong with you, bro? And that's actually a compliment, so thank you.
The 2011 Mavericks are better than the 2015 Warriors.
I agree.
Really? The 2015 Warriors were not that good.
I agree. They had Dirk. Dirk was something else.
This is also where everything comes into play, though. That was the Warriors, like, when they were really... First off, they were slept on because they played a brand of basketball that nobody...
That's right. The Bubble Lakers.
The Lakers beat the Warriors in 5 games.
That was cool.
Well, I think that Warriors team is a little better than everybody gives credit to. And I also do think that if KD doesn't come there, they still get a couple more. Because I'm telling you, bro, you got Steph and Klay. That was an unmatchable force at that moment in time.
Bro, it's just a testament to look at all those teams, though, in the last 10 years. All those teams were disgusting.
For sure, but I'm saying, like, that Warriors team was good. And they were on pace to still be kind of in the position that they're in right now. Like, yeah, they might have lost in 20. What was that?
I mean, they all won. I mean, every team here won a chip, so they're all good. It's just who's the worst.
Worst of the
you're just
best.
picking the worst of a great
The
bunch.
Bucks and probably 2015 Warriors, I'll say is the worst.
I don't think that Bucks team was that bad either.
Stop, bro. It's this Giannis shit you love riding
It's
on,
not
bro. I
Giannis.
hate that.
It's Drew. It's
No,
Chris.
man.
It's the whole team all
You
around.
get me mad, bro. You love
Why-
Giannis so much, bro. You really put him on a damn level that you don't want to hear any type of criticism. It's the same way that LeBron fans, bro. I swear to God.
DiVincenzo.
Was Giannis
Mid
the best
Middleton.
player? Was Giannis the best player in the game in
Vincenzo
2020?
got hurt in that run.
Huh?
Was Giannis the best player in 2020?
No.
When they won the
Who's
shit,
better?
he wasn't
Who's
the best
better?
player in the
Who's
NBA.
better all time?
2021.
When they
won it.
went,
2020
yeah,
was LeBron.
2021 was he the best player in the NBA?
Yeah.
Is he still the best player in the NBA?
Oh no. KD was.
All right, man.
I don't
So
think Giannis is the best in the world either.
What are we
Wait,
doing?
what year was it? Wasn't KD hurt? that year?
2021. Yeah, KD
2021, no, 2021 was the
KD
year that KD his
Yo,
foot was too
watch
big.
this. Watch this.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Watch
yeah.
this. KD almost sent his ass home. His foot was on the fucking line. He
Almost
almost sent his
don't
ass
count.
home.
Coulda, shoulda,
And,
woulda.
Yeah,
and guess
I'm
what?
I'm
And guess
this,
what?
bro.
If Giannis would have lost to KD, none of you guys would have been saying Giannis is the best player in the
Woulda.
world.
I was saying that the year before.
Coulda.
I've been saying
Shoulda.
since 2020 Giannis was the
Cut
best
it
player
out.
in the world.
Cut the cap.
Hey,
I can't-
KD
the crap.
fuck with Giannis then?
Cut the
KD
crap,
can't
man.
fuck with Giannis now.
Cut the crap. Huh?
Dub,
I mean,
KD couldn't fuck with
KD had
Giannis
a-
then.
KD had a
KD
torn
can't
Achilles,
fuck with
yeah.
Giannis now.
Nah, don't allow.
KD
Yo, KD's been on a
Yeah.
fucking tear. What are you talking about,
And
Ron?
what has Giannis been on?
They're both on a tear. Don't say he's not fucking
What has
with him.
Giannis been on?
Don't
No,
say they
he's
not fucking with him.
'Cause he's
KD's
not.
KD's going through fucking the Kyrie whole debacle and the Steve Nash debacle,
Oh,
and
that
then
shit's over
even then, and now the team's starting to pick up steam. They can worry about basketball.
That's a fact.
And they're
That's a
showing you
fact.
what they're about. I think Cam
Oh.
Thomas just had 30 last night, right? KD didn't play. Cam Thomas is a bucket. He's fire. I love him.
Eight people didn't play. Hey, Dub, what I like to do is let's just call it the one-on-one matchup. Like, who guards who better? Does Giannis guard KD better than KD guards Giannis, or does KD guard Giannis better?
They can't
than
guard
Giannis
each
guards
other. I'm
KD?
not gonna hold you. They can't guard. It's like they both can't guard each other. Why would I talk about that? Giannis
Bob,
is
that was crazy
torching-
about it.
Yeah, Giannis is
That's
torching
not
him the
that
same
crazy.
way
I'm saying
Giannis
that's-
is just gonna bully ball him.
That's how I like to. That's how I like to do it. I like to fit because I mean, in basketball, you got to play defense. I know sometimes y'all forget that that defense is a part of
Well,
basketball.
you
That's
can
just
play
a one-side
defense without
sport.
having to guard
You gotta
each other
guard
one-on-one.
somebody.
Yeah,
Complete
to
defense
guard
without
each other,
guarding
like
one-on-one.
that, bro. They can't guard each other. Like it's like,
Neither of them are primarily on-ball defenders anyway. Neither of them.
yeah.
That's
So,
all right. So if your man has the ball, are you an on-ball defender?
but Giannis is never KD's man, and KD is never Giannis's man.
So they don't
So-
never they don't never guard
Very
each other,
rare,
never.
very rare.
They try not to do that. They try their
They're
best not
not
to have
giving
that
up that
matchup.
switch. You know why they're not giving up that switch? Because they know it's a mismatch both ways. So you
So
avoid
who
that
guard? So
matchup.
who's gonna guard Giannis better than KD on their team?
They tried with
Claxton?
Ben Simmons and it didn't work.
Royce
The Nets-
O'Neal.
The Nets don't have a matchup for Giannis. Their interior
Nobody has a
presence
matchup
isn't
for
good.
Giannis. But
That's true.
But if I say that, I'm
One on
hyping
one.
Giannis.
Well, one
Nah,
on
you're not
one.
hyping. I
Also,
agree.
Celtics have a good. They could key in on Giannis.
There's
think they
no
have the best
one-on-one
one.
matchup for any of these guys. There's no one-on-one matchup for KD. There's no one-on-one matchup for Giannis. There's no one-on-one matchup for Embiid. That's just a simple. That's back when illegal defense was a thing. That's what made this one-on-one infatuation come around because you needed to have one-on-one players. Now the game with zone defense and more advanced defense, it's never one-on-one.
It's not
It's
an
never going
infatuation
to
on
be.
one-on-one defense. It's called basketball.
That's not how the game is played anymore. It's
All right.
not. The game isn't
All right.
played in a one-on-one setting anymore.
I mean,
It used
even
to
back
be.
then though, it wasn't played in a one-on-one setting. You still
Much
had help
more-
defense.
Yeah, you still did, but it's much more one-on-one than it is now.
I know. I understand that, but I understand basketball is a team sport and that there's 5 people on. I know that. I'm just saying, like, as far as ability goes, like, you got to talk about somebody's ability to guard somebody else. So that's the only reason I put it into that type of context. Like, okay, well, who's better defense? Who could guard who better? Who's better offense? Who could score on this person easier? I
Well,
understand that. there's help
KD is
defense,
probably
you
a
know what I'm
better
saying?
perimeter defender than Giannis.
It's not probably he is.
Yeah, I'll say probably. Even if he is, it's not by much, but he probably is.
He's a better perimeter.
Wait,
He's a better
wait.
perimeter.
Hold on. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you said KD is probably a better perimeter defender than Giannis?
Bro, Giannis doesn't really D up on the wing like that. Like
No, no,
I don't know.
Giannis can't guard
I know,
the perimeter
I know.
at a high level. He just can't.
I know.
It's not disrespect. he just
K,
can't.
I'm putting KD over Giannis every single time to guard somebody. I'm not gonna think about it twice too. It's like I'm not having it.
Wait. Dub, say that again. You said you putting Giannis over.
If I need to ask Giannis or KD to guard up or somebody on the perimeter, I'm taking KD every fucking time. Giannis,